When the youngsters come to the club at the very beginning of their rugby journey, sort of five just below, joy. It's absolutely sums up what I see when I turn up on Sunday mornings to do my role at the club. It's just a field full of happy faces. A lot of people having absolutely the time of their lives.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Of course, it is Get Radio Sport Week as well. We're shining a light on all the fantastic sports that are across the county. Now, we heard from Fossils in Bicester earlier, and now we go to Minis in Abingdon. We welcome on the show David Holt, who's going to be talking about the Abingdon RFC Minis and Juniors. Good morning, David. Thanks so much for joining us.
No, Rich, good morning to you. Thanks for the opportunity.
So enlighten us. Just tell us a little bit about the Minis and the Juniors. How mini and how junior?
So actually anything under the age of 18 is considered to be a mini and a junior. Strictly speaking, the under 12s are the most mini and the most junior, but then we cover ages above and beyond that up to senior rugby, which is 18 and above.
Fantastic. And I guess there must be such joy around that age, because that's that kind of development age, isn't it? Where potentially, like you say, certainly in terms of rugby, that you're moving on to the kind of a more progressive field and kind of taking it more seriously, i.e. from 18 and playing sort of the men's side of things as well. It must be very rewarding to see the journey that the kids basically make.
Rich, you've nailed it. The one word that you just used then is perfect, joy. When the youngsters come to the club at the very beginning of their rugby journey, sort of five just below, joy. It's absolutely sums up what I see when I turn up on Sunday mornings to do my role at the club. It's just a field full of happy faces. A lot of people having absolutely the time of their lives. So yeah, if you want to have a starting point, joy is a perfect way to describe things.
Yeah, and I guess it's really important having that, because I just talking from my experience of joining teams, I don't know if I quite enjoyed it as much as others, and having that kind of having that kind of feel good thing around something, looking forward to it, being excited to play it, all those things that kind of are the reasons we do sport in the first place. Having an environment like that, it creates, well, it breeds the talented people, go on to play for England, that go on to play for wherever they're representing as well. That's where it starts. Completely.
If they're not having fun, there's no point. So that's at the core of everything that we do in Abingdon. It has to be fun. It absolutely has to be fun. And from that, there's so much more that flows. The core values of rugby. You'll have heard these things before. Teamwork is really at the heart of what we want in rugby. Respect is absolutely critical. It's something that we put a lot of value in at the club. Discipline, absolutely crucial. It's very much part of the rugby ethos. And sportsmanship. It's critical. We want everybody, that boys and girls, I should say that as well. We want everybody to have lots and lots of fun, but within that learning experience, those core values of teamwork, respect, discipline, sportsmanship, they need to shine through as well.
What I love about rugby is everything that you've just said. Now, for my sins, I was, I'm a big football fan. I enjoy my rugby on an international level, but I wouldn't say that I'm a sort of gravitated toward a club. But it is what I love about rugby is the fact that you are brought up with that discipline. You've seen it in the World Cup, as everyone probably seen in the World Cup. The respect that referees are given, even when they're making bad decisions or questionable decisions or something, everything is about respect, and that is the kind of final decision. And teaching them that from a young age in a rugby environment, I mean, that's an incredible thing.
Rich, I couldn't agree with you more. You're doing my job for me this morning. Thank you.
sorry, David. Sorry.
No. The more you speak, the better, I'm sure. It's what drew me to rugby. Like you, I played football growing up, and I still do. I played last night, and it was my son that drew me to rugby, who started playing when he was 12 or 13 years old, and it was probably the best thing as a youngster that he ever did. He's made friends for life, but those core values that we were just talking about just shone through really, really brightly for him and for me, and I see that with everybody else that joins the club. And I really like what you just said about the respect that is shown for referees in rugby. The referees are referred to as sir, and in other sports that respect's not there, and that bothers me greatly. And at rugby, it's at the heart of everything that we do.
Yeah, it really is. It is. I hate it about football. I mean, I play football, and it's another world. It's completely different, and this is even at my level, playing at 5-6 aside and what have you. And it's just sort of embarrassing, to be honest. That's the only word to describe it. It is embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Just quickly, David, just on the kind of the joy aspect. How is that kind of implemented? Because I'm sure people listening to this are kind of really buzzed up, and certainly around the Abingdon area, if they want to get involved, we'll find out some details soon. But what is the kind of process? How do you make it a fun environment? Is it the type of training that you do? Is it the kind of is it the energy that the coaches bring? What kind of is it?
Yeah, it's super simple to answer that one, Rich. We have got some of the best coaches in the local area that you could ever want and imagine. I go around and I see the dedication that these men and women bring to our club. They're all RFU qualified. We've got excellent standards at the club, and the training that they've had themselves, that they then share with the people on the pitch. They've got an energy that I would challenge anybody to rival. I really would. Come down, have a look, see our coaches. That they will just make you grin from ear to ear. They're brilliant people.
It's been a lovely thing this week, discovery, as radio always is a little bit about discovery. And when I kind of think about these things and go, let's do sports week and let's tell people about things. One thing that has come up a lot is community. And the other is how passionately people involved are with it. I've not spoken to anyone who is not literally so passionate in what they do, and that's the great thing about sport, isn't it?
Oh, completely. And I've not had the opportunity to listen to the others this week. But yeah, if you've got that passion at the heart of what's going on, then you're not going to go far wrong. I'm absolutely certain of that. And I would hope that all of the other sports clubs that you've had and you'll continue to have, I would want to say a good thing for them as well. Just get involved. Community sport is a wonderful thing. It takes kids off the street and it gives them something to focus on and have a good time with.
No, you're absolutely right, David. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure catching up with you as well, and hearing all about what's happening in Abingdon. Where can we find out a little bit more information about the club? And I'm sure people will be wanting to sign up after listening to this.
Oh, I do hope so. So we've got a website, Abingdon Rugby Club. You can look that up, do your Google bit, and that'll take you straight there without a problem. Do a bit more than that. Come down to Lambrick Way in Abingdon on a Sunday morning at 10:30. You'll find me there most Sundays. If you don't find me there, you'll find lots of coaches with happy, smiling, welcoming faces that would just love to talk to you and to get your child into playing rugby, and grab a coffee and a bacon butty while you're there.
Well, you had me at bacon butty. David, it's been an absolute joy and a pleasure catching up with you. Thanks so much for coming on this morning and telling us a little bit more about Abingdon Rugby Football Club, the minis and the juniors. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Rich. Thank you.
It's brilliant stuff. I get such a buzz. I love doing these weeks where we find out a little bit more about what is going on across our county and the amazing thing that's happening. And I'm sure after this week, there's going to be people and kids in the car listening and going, God, I fancy that. That'd be quite good. The whole point.